Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd down throw coming by Willis. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. A 1st down carry for Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Willis. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. Josh Allen able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this off to Etienne. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Jaguars had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And they'll run with Etienne. And this time he is in. Travis Etienne. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Back to throw, Willis.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis.
This pass complete to Melton. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Willis. He hits Dobbs on the crosser.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Inside handoff, Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Henry again on 2nd down.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical downhill running.
Henry going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Titans are an extra point away from drawing level.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. The shotgun snap to Willis. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. That's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st down, Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. To throw again on 2nd down, Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. Forced out to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars would extend their lead here just before halftime. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Play action. Here's Willis.
He sets to fire deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Let's go now. Check pass. Check pass.
Last play of the half. Here's Willis.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis operating one, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Willis looking to throw it. Got Dobbs over the middle.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
On 3rd down, it's Willis.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught at the 25.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. But today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Henry up the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Willis.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. 3rd down, it's Willis.
He dumps it off for Henry. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now it'll be 4th and short.
Willis on the sneak. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Now a handoff to Henry. Powers through it. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are back within a couple of the lead. Now Mike Vrabel going to tell the offense to go for 2 here.
19. Seven Pirates.
Willis will try and throw for this. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Lawrence will throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he fields it cleanly. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On second down and 4, Willis. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Off the option, here's Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
19 strikes, 19 strikes, 60, 19 miles.
Willis with it on 3rd and 1. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
66 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They'll try and run for it with Henry. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Willis on the sneak.
And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
This time Willis will throw it.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Titans have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Brought down on the play by Chance Campbell.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence. Open man is Duvernay.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
They'll try the left side with ETN.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that gives him a 3-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Let's go now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
On 1st down, Willis.
And it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
70 Rangers. Cut my team. Cut my team. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. 10 to 11. 10 to 11.
Willis. That's complete to Dobbs.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. This will go to Henry out wide.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Andre Cisco there on the stop.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Hold the ready.
2nd and 5. Here's Willis. Hauled in on the out route by Melton.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Willis. Another catch from Melton.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing Willis. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here's Willis. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Meanwhile, in Foxborough, they're in the 4th quarter. And it was the Patriots that wound up winners in that one. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year.
Willis, 4th down, has to have it.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
That's good for a Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Got it.
Just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done. A narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there are times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome's in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, How about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for Jacksonville, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.